I have been working on Ford F-Series engines for over 20 years. How many head gaskets have I replaced on trucks that had no business needing them? More than I can count. Not high-mileage trucks, not abused trucks. Trucks with 80,000 miles that should have had 150,000 more left in them. And in almost every case, I can trace it to one of 7 habits so common, so accepted, so widely believed to be harmless that nobody ever told the owner to stop. Habit number 1 is behind more head gasket failures than everything else on this list combined. We will get there. But start with 7. Habit 7. Using the wrong coolant or mixing types. I had a 2019 F-150 come in last spring with intermittent overheating at highway speed. Owner was a conscientious guy, checked his fluids regularly, changed his oil on time. When I pulled the Dega bottle cap, the coolant was a murky orange-brown. He had topped it off twice with whatever green universal coolant was at the parts store near him. Ford's Motorcraft Gold is an OAT coolant, organic acid technology. It is designed specifically for the aluminum components in these engines. Green universal coolant uses silicate-based inhibitors that are chemically incompatible with OAT chemistry. Mix them, and you do not get something in between. You get a degraded mixture that drops pH faster than either fluid alone, attacks the aluminum sealing surfaces in your heads, and leaves a gel-like deposit in the cooling passages that restricts flow exactly where you need flow most. His cooling passages had visible contamination. His head gaskets were still intact. Barely. The flush and refill with Motorcraft Gold cost $180. Another 6 months of that mixture, and he would have been looking at a head gasket job starting at $3,800 on just one side. Motorcraft Gold only. Never mix. Check the color in your Dega bottle right now if you have ever topped it off from a store shelf. $180 flush versus $3,800 head gasket. That is the choice. Habit 6. Blocking your active grille shutters. The F-150 from 2013 onward has active grille shutters, motorized vanes behind the grille that open under load to push air through the radiator. When owners bolt a light bar to the front of the truck or install a brush guard tight against the grille, they physically block the path those shutters need. The shutters open against the obstruction or stick partially. At the moment your engine needs maximum cooling, it cannot get it. I had a 2020 F-150 come in running 235 degrees Fahrenheit on grades while towing. Steel brush guard installed tight to the grille. Removed it, cleaned the shutter actuator. Temps dropped 25 degrees on the same route. He had been towing at temperatures, slowly cooking his head gasket sealing compound on every single trip. The fix was removing an accessory. $0 versus $4,200 head gasket. That is the choice. Habit 5. Checking the radiator cap instead of the Degas bottle. On every modern F-150, the coolant reservoir is not just an overflow tank. It is a pressurized Dega bottle, the primary fill point and primary pressure reference for the whole system. The level in that bottle is the level you monitor. A lot of owners check the wrong place. They find a cap on the coolant crossover pipe or a service port and assume that is where to check the level. It is not. Adding coolant at the wrong location without the system at the right pressure state introduces air pockets that prevent full circulation, specifically to the cylinder heads, which are at the top of the coolant circuit and the last place to be purged of air. Stay with me, because this is the one that gets people even after a professional cooling system repair. An air pocket against a cylinder head does not cool. It insulates. I have seen head gasket failures on trucks with full coolant systems, full to every checkpoint, because there was a trapped air pocket behind the head that nobody could see and nobody had purged. Check your Dega bottle cold. Fill your Dega bottle cold. When you have a cooling system repair done, ask how the system was bled. If the answer is anything other than a specific vacuum fill process or a Ford-prescribed bleed procedure, you may have air in the system you do not know about. $0 habit change versus $4,200 head gasket. That is the choice. If you are still watching, you already know more about your cooling system than most F-150 owners ever will. The next 4 habits are the ones I see cause the most damage. And habit number 1 is responsible for more head gasket failures on otherwise healthy trucks than the first 6 combined. Habit 4. Mistaking a T-fitting leak for a water pump failure. This one specifically applies to the 5.0-liter Coyote V8. On the rear of the engine block, there is a plastic coolant T-fitting that connects the coolant return circuit. It has 2 O-rings. Those O-rings are rubber, and rubber ages. By 80,000 to 120,000 miles on most Coyotes, Those O-rings have hardened and cracked enough to weep coolant. The symptom: a slow, sweet-smelling coolant loss, sometimes a small puddle under the engine, sometimes just a dropping level in the Dega bottle over weeks. The location of the leak, at the rear of the engine, can be genuinely difficult to see without getting under the truck with a light. Here is where it gets interesting. The symptoms of a failing T-fitting O-ring are almost identical to early water pump failure, and water pump replacement on a 5.0 Coyote runs $450 to $650 installed. I have seen owners authorize that repair and drive home with the same leak because the shop replaced the pump without checking the fitting. The O-ring kit for the T-fitting costs $15 to $40 depending on brand. The labor to access it is about an hour. Before you authorize a water pump replacement on a Coyote for a slow coolant leak, ask the shop whether they specifically inspected and tested the rear T-fitting O-rings. If they did not, you may be buying a water pump to fix a $40 part. The reason this habit kills head gaskets: owners who keep topping off the coolant reservoir without fixing the underlying leak are masking a slow pressure loss. A cooling system that cannot hold pressure cannot transfer heat efficiently. Sustained low-grade overheating, the kind that never trips the gauge but holds your cylinder head temperatures 15 degrees hotter than they should be, is the exact condition that degrades head gasket sealing compound over thousands of miles before anything dramatic happens. $40 O-ring kit versus $4,500 head gasket job on a Coyote. That is the choice. Habit 3. Continuing to drive after a temperature spike. The gauge moves toward hot. You slow down. It comes back to normal. You keep driving. Most owners tell me the same thing. It came back down, so I figured it was fine. It was not fine. The spike itself is the problem. When your coolant temperature climbs rapidly and then recovers, one of a short list of things happened. The thermostat stuck momentarily, the water pump cavitated, the system lost pressure and had a localized boil event, or combustion gases from a small head gasket breach entered the coolant. Every one of those events puts thermal stress on the head gasket sealing surfaces. One spike does not blow a gasket. 4 spikes over 6 months, each dismissed because the gauge recovered, absolutely can. I had a 2017 F-150 3.5 liter come in with a blown gasket on the passenger side. The owner remembered 2 temperature spikes in the previous 8 months, one while towing, one in summer stop and go. Both times the gauge recovered. By the time I saw the truck, the gasket had a combustion gas leak slowly pressurizing the coolant system. A spike that recovers is not fine. It is a system telling you something happened. Pull over, let it cool, check your coolant level cold, get it diagnosed before you drive it again. And it gets worse. Every mile after a pressure or boil event is a mile on a head gasket sealing surface that is marginally more compromised than the last. Free habit change versus $3,800 to $6,200. That is the choice. Habit 2. Towing without knowing your normal operating temperature. Your temperature gauge is not a thermometer. Ford calibrates it to stay in the middle of the range across a wide temperature band, typically 190 degrees Fahrenheit to 230 degrees Fahrenheit, so normal fluctuation does not alarm the driver. That gauge looks identical whether you are at 195 degrees Fahrenheit or 225 degrees Fahrenheit. The Gen 2 3.5-liter EcoBoost was specifically calibrated to run at higher coolant temperatures for fuel economy purposes, at 225 degrees Fahrenheit to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. You are not in immediate danger, but any additional heat from a grade, a headwind, or a heavy trailer pushes you into territory where the head gasket sealing compound is under sustained stress it was not designed to handle repeatedly. But don't stop there, because the gauge you are trusting to protect your engine is not telling you what you think it is. Get a $35 OBD2 app and a Bluetooth adapter. Know your actual coolant temperature when towing at full load on the hottest day. If you are regularly seeing 235 degrees Fahrenheit or above, your truck needs attention. A 2021 F-150 3.5 liter came to me with a head gasket failure at 94,000 miles. Owner had been towing a landscape trailer 5 days a week. He had no idea his truck was hitting 238 degrees Fahrenheit on his afternoon route until I pulled the data log. Hundreds of trips. The gauge never moved out of the middle. $35 adapter versus $4,900 head gasket job. That is the choice. Habit 1. Never flushing your coolant. This is the habit behind more head gasket failures than everything else on this list combined. Ford's Motorcraft Gold has a factory fill interval of 10 years or 150,000 miles for the initial charge. What Ford does not make easy to find. After that first service, the interval drops to 3 years or 50,000 miles for every subsequent flush. I have owners bring in trucks at 140,000 miles that have never had a coolant flush. They point to the 150,000 mile interval and tell me they are on schedule. They are not. They are 90,000 miles and 6 years past their second service. Here is why this kills head gaskets specifically. OAT coolant contains organic acid corrosion inhibitors that protect the aluminum sealing surfaces in your cylinder heads. Those inhibitors deplete. As they deplete, the coolant's pH drops. Acidic coolant does not eat through aluminum quickly. It does something slower, microscopic pitting of the sealing surfaces the head gasket has to seal against. The gasket compound fills those irregularities when new. As pitting deepens over years, the compound cannot maintain the seal under thermal cycling. The gasket begins to weep. Then it fails. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They think head gasket failure happens from overheating. Sometimes it does. But the failures I see most on trucks at 100,000 to 140,000 miles with no overheating history, those are the failures that blindside people. The truck gave no warning. The degraded coolant was pitting those surfaces for years before the first symptom appeared. Coolant pH test strips cost $8 at any parts store. A flush with Motorcraft Gold runs $120 to $180. Test your coolant right now if you are past 50,000 miles on your current fluid. If the strip reads below 7.5, you are running acidic coolant on aluminum heads. $8 test strip, $150 flush, versus $4,000 to $7,200 head gasket replacement. That is the choice, and it is the most important one on this list.